a good neighbor, Alma is there. Hey, Steven.
Mom and Pa.
Yeah.
Mom.
I was one of the first people to get one of those chicken biscuits when they came out with those in Georgia from McDonald's. Like, that was their test state. It's like I came back in like elementary school, like, guys, they make chicken biscuits.
And you still talk about it to this day.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's huge.
It's really directional.
You know you have the job because you're tall and you have long limbs, right? Okay.
Dust.
Racing.
That's actually a word to describe like when there is dirt in the air.
Yeah.
It's about as ridiculous as people being like, yeah, bae stands for this. And it's like, no, someone just misspelled babe one time.
Between the lines.
Hey there, everybody. I'm Eric Rohde, and welcome to Between the Lines. We had a pretty good sports weekend last weekend. We're going to start off with some swimming and diving. We had our first home meet on Saturday. The women actually took first in the 400 freestyle relay. Sophomore Kate Lehman, senior and captain Brianna Bianconi, senior Emily Price, and freshman Sydney Lewis Ferdinand. And the men actually took first place in the 200-meter butterfly by Cole Malhoit, who is a freshman. So congratulations to our swim and dive team.
And topping that with the great weekend here at Alma, we had the MIAA Cross Country Championship, where the women cross country team placed third place overall, and Caitlin Arnold, senior, placed second place overall at the championship.
The women's bowling team finished 13th on Saturday and 11th on Sunday at the American Heartland competition. Emma Davis hit 891 pins over 5 games.
Dan, what do you got for us?
All right, starting with Harrison. Football lost at Olivet 36-30. What do you think their shortcoming was?
Caleb Reinhardt, 13 carries, 62 yards. Dylan Zabrowski, he did his usual, 12 for 50 yards and a touchdown. But that's still the shortcoming. A running game is not nearly as effective as it should be without your starting running back.
30 points should be enough to win every week, if you ask me. I think the defense could have played a little better, especially the secondary. Olivet's quarterback was 18 to 21, so that's pretty good.
Blocked 2 punts. Tripp had an interception, had a couple sacks. I mean,
Troy had 2 sacks.
Troy did have a couple sacks, yeah.
And 4 TFLs. Good game for Troy.
Yeah.
It's all about the timing of the turnover.
That's true. Because we had one of the block punts came right before the half, and we actually were only able to get 3 points out of that. So our offense, as like you said, I mean, I'm down on the 2-yard line. Sully's normally the guy to punch it in, and we don't have him to do that for us.
All right, Laura, men's soccer won 1-0 versus Adrian. How do you rate their performance?
I think they played fairly well. It was a pretty slow game. Their only goal was off of a penalty kick. So I think as long as they keep having good defense, I think they're on a good track of going into the playoffs.
Going off that, Nick Strait did win MIAA Player of the Week this week for his performance. And then defensive, obviously, he's a goalie. Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in net. He's been solid for them all year. We keep saying that. They have Adrian again this Thursday for the first game of the tournament. That'll be a huge game at home. They want home field advantage. I don't look for anything different.
It's going to be another very physical match, again on Thursday. Saturday got really chippy near the end. There were a lot of missed calls, went both ways though. It was a pretty evenly called game. But now they're going to be coming back to the exact same field, playing the exact same team within a week. But there's so much more on the line this time.
All right, Eric, women's soccer made the 4th seed for the MIAA tournament. What are your thoughts?
I thought it was well deserved. Our girls played hard all year long. They finished very strong on a high note, beating St. Mary's 4-0. I think it was a great showing by our seniors on senior day. I think it was something that they needed, and especially because our girls have something to prove.
Eric said they finished well. Their second half was tremendous, and they really stepped it up, and they really started playing well. So hopefully they can take that momentum right into the tournament.
It really showed the chemistry of the team yesterday, just how emotional that game was. In the long term, St. Mary's isn't a good soccer team, so a 4-0 win really didn't surprise anybody. But it's the fact that they played through almost a distraction in a way, knowing that, many of their friends, they're playing together for the last time. And so you can expect that this chemistry might end up leading to something bigger.
Nerd. Oh, my pencil. Oh, it's okay. I'm covered. Like a good neighbor, Alma is there.
Don't worry, Zach. Here you go.
Thanks, man. Now I can keep doing my homework.
There you go. Studies are important. Alma Insurance, fixing trivial problems so you don't have to.
Hi, I'm Megan, and this segment is called Hyper Nah.
Haunted houses.
No. No, I'm not a big fan of scary things.
The Golden State Warriors.
Pretty hype. Riley Curry is pretty cute.
Powerpuff Girls.
Me and my dad and my sisters used to wrestle with the Powerpuff Girls at least once a week when we were little. He was Mojo Jojo, so they're pretty hype.
Intramural sports on campus.
Very cool. I like those. I joined the volleyball team, the 4x4 and 6x6, and it gets pretty intense.
Christmas scented candles.
Oh, so hype. My friend just got one for me last night after our senior game.
The chum bucket.
I mean, I haven't seen SpongeBob in forever, but I'd say no. The Krusty Krab is the best.
Thanksgiving dinner.
Pretty hype, yeah. You can stuff your face all you really want, you know.
Scarecrows.
No. Even though the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz was nice and cute, no. Too scary.
Senior day.
Senior day? Oh, that's hype. I mean, we all cried yesterday during our senior game. But, I mean, when we all ran out the last time with 5 minutes left, you know, we lifted our hands and kind of bawled my eyes out.
Alma's Starbucks.
Oh, that's awesome. $400 of lunch money goes by real fast. I'm Megan, and thanks for watching Hyper Nah.
All right, now time for Take a Stand. Harrison, first off, football at Trine.
I'm going to say football rebounds this week. They will win 34-17.
I'd say football's going to win, but not by that big of a margin. I'd say 7-10.
The Scott defense is going to hold their running back to less than 150 yards.
I think the Trine running game is going to eclipse 300 yards.
All right, Steven, men's soccer, first round of the MIAA tournament versus Adrian.
I think men's soccer will lose 1-0. They've won twice this year, and I think it's really hard to beat a team 3 times in the season.
I think Straight's going to get another shutout just because he's been so great this year so far.
I think they're going to lose like 3-0. Sorry, guys.
Because these two teams are very even. It just seems like Alma's one goal better than Adrian. The one goal will be Austin Gould.
Harrison, women's soccer, first round of the MIAA tournament at Kalamazoo.
Last time they played at Kalamazoo, it was tied 1-1. This was part of their last 10-game stretch where they went 6-2-2. I actually expect them to tie again and go into penalty kicks, where Alma gets the upset over Kalamazoo.
I know Kalamazoo is a really, really good team, but I think they're going to win 2-0.
I think Whitney Foote is going to have a goal, and also Megan Kalanik.
Kalamazoo is a really good team, and they're on the road, so unfortunately I have to go 3 for 3 today against voting for the Scots, and I'm going to say they're going to fall 3-1 to Kalamazoo.
Oh, it's okay. I'm covered. Like a good neighbor, Alma is there.
Another freaking answer. This kid's the worst.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Zach.
I broke a pencil.
Yeah, I noticed that. I got you another pen.
Thanks, man.
Don't break it again. Alma Insurance, fixing trivial problems so you don't have to.
All right, now we are going to do the segment called A Word With Coach Alex Leja, the volleyball coach here at Alma. Are you ready, Coach?
Yeah.
What is your favorite restaurant in Michigan?
Francesco's.
Who is your favorite all-time athlete?
George Morris.
Who is the most intimidating coach on campus?
Coach P.
What is Bing's most attractive quality?
Her smile.
And this has been a segment called A Word With Coach Alex Leja. Now we're going to get some real talk with Coach Leja. To start, what's the biggest difference between Michigan and California for you?
A lot more dirt roads, I'd say. Just a little bit more rural in general. I grew up out in a desert area. My dad was a farmer. That's probably one of like the few similarities. But even then it was like you're 15 minutes away and everything's pavement.
So you were telling us off camera that you're a theater major. What made you decide to coach volleyball? I mean, you played, but...
I was a theater major because my intention was to be an interior designer, and I had a great opportunity to go to a school that felt like was calling my name, but they didn't have interior design. But they had a great theater arts program, and I did the stage set design. Ultimately, I made the decision that coaching had my heart.
It's your first season here coaching volleyball at Alma. What are any takeaways that you had from your first season?
I feel like I learned a lot as far as the MIAA is concerned. And in those 4 years of coaching, we were pretty much middle of the pack and finished up at the top. And you just kind of knew what to expect every day with competition. And in the MIAA, you don't know what to expect. You don't know who's going to show up, who's going to be there, what kind of competition you're going to have, and I think that that's really cool because you have to be prepared every day. You don't know what's going to happen, and you just have to work hard.
What would be one thing other than being a theater major that people wouldn't know about you?
Well, as I walk around campus, they don't know that I'm a coach. They think that I'm a student. So there's that. But a lot of people don't know that I'm from California, which doesn't matter, except for the fact that I have a lot of people saying that I pronounce things differently, or
Like what?
mom and dad. Those are the ones that I've
Sounded pretty
heard.
normal to me.
Yeah.
Is that how you say it, or did
Yeah,
you change it?
no, that's how I say it, but I don't know. I've just had a few people that are like, you say that weird.
You mentioned that you're well-traveled. What is your favorite destination that you've been to?
My favorite place that I've visited, I would say the Galapagos Islands. The most spectacular place to visit, and probably because it's so untouched and just different than any other place you can go to. The beaches are beautiful. Yeah, there are beautiful beaches kind of all over, I think. But just that the animals and the creatures there don't have any reason to be scared of you or any reason to be concerned, or they're just curious. It was really interesting being out there and just seeing the culture just based on the animals.
Out of curiosity, how did you even stumble upon the coaching job here?
I knew I wanted to come out this way. My boyfriend is from Breckenridge, so he's very much local. And so a big part of it was I'd love to move out this way. I'd love to see what options kind of come up. And I applied for both interior design and coaching positions, and I was offered a few of them, and ultimately I just felt really at home here. But I came across, this is a good story. I came across the ad or the posting for the head coaching position here through Corey Neal, who is one of the assistant volunteer coaches with football now, because he was searching for a role to get into football at the college level as well, and he sent it to my boyfriend, who was one of his very good friends, and he relayed it to me. Decided to drive by the campus, and I'd never been over this way. I just saw Breckenridge and I saw Mount Pleasant, and so we came to check out Alma, and I just thought it was just really beautiful, just really nice, and a big part of that is probably because we don't have brick buildings really in California, and so to me it just felt very classic, very traditional, and I knew it was something I wanted to pursue.
I guess the last question that I have to kind of segue into our next segment is, because like as I told you, I've heard from girls on your team and other people, and even like Zach and people. Actually, it wasn't Zach that brought it up. I can't remember who it was saying that it was like a word that you say.
Oh, I caught it like at your press conference when we did that
Yeah.
for you, that you
Yeah.
say rad
Yeah.
a lot.
Where did that come from? Is that just?
It's a California thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it a?
I'm assuming because it's not a thing out here, right?
It is a
Right.
thing you guys say though.
Yeah.
Out in California. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's not just a me thing. I promise.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I was just really curious when I heard that. All right, we'd like to thank Coach Leesia for coming on Real Talk, and now we're going to segue into how to. Zach, how's my hair look?
It's a little off.
Oh, shit. Oh, don't worry, I'm covered.
Oh, okay.
Like a good neighbor, Alma is there. Hey, Eric.
Hey, Steven.
You got my hair product?
I do.
Whoa. Thank you so much.
That's what I'm here for. Gotta keep you covered. Alma Insurance, fixing trivial problems so you don't have to.
Okay, so we're between two lines. We're between the lines right now. And I'm going to explain how something can be rad because I say that word a lot, I guess. So something can be rad. Three ways something can be rad. If it could be described as cool, or dank, or dope, it could probably also be rad. So that's one. Number two, something could be rad if it's just something that someone can get excited about, regardless of if it's actually worth being excited about. So something that's like a little weird, something a little bit funky, that people just might have fun with. For example, Coach Hargraves. He is, when you watch him on the sideline, he's rad. He's all over the place. He's rad. Let's see. Third example, example. I'm sure that totally works. If you're just having fun with something and you're totally confident about it and you don't care, it's probably rad. So that is how you can define being rad.
So when I sing in the shower, is it rad?
No.
But I'm totally confident and I'm having fun with it.
You might think it's rad. Thank you for watching Between the Lines. I'm Alex Leja. Probably won't see me next week, but enjoy the next one.
Like a good neighbor, Alma is there. Hey, man.
What is it this time? I gave you a pen last time. How'd you break that?
Yeah, I threw it away.
For the love of God.
I just really want to talk.
I'm not here to talk. I'm here if you need something.
I broke my pencil.
Here's a pen! Again! Don't throw this one away. Alma Insurance, fixing trivial problems so you don't have to.